Hello! This is Vandemar again, bringing you another video. I hope you guys enjoyed the other ones, if you watched them. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Fire Mage, which is, well, it's warranted, because where I am right now, it's freaking hot as hell. I just had to fire up the air conditioner. So hopefully we'll freeze ourselves to death. Alright, so the Fire Mage I have had a love-hate relationship with for quite some time. It's very proc-based, it's very, you'd rather be lucky than good. I tried Frost, I tried Arcane, I've done them both at different intervals for different things, and maybe we'll talk about them later. But for now, it's the Fire Mage, burning shit to the ground. First up is stats, obviously intellect, of course. After that, there's been a fight over the years of haste and crit for fire mages. It's gone back and forth, one taking the prevalence over the other. Right now I'm running crit. I think most of us are running crit. You can run haste if you'd like. I mean, the way it boils down is either you crit a lot so you can get all your pyroblast procs, or you have haste high enough that you're casting so much that even though you don't crit much, you're firing off so many spells. Yeah, you understand where I'm going with this. So it's haste versus crit. I prefer crit. Alright, that being said, haste is right after that, or crit is right after haste, whichever way you go. And then your mastery is down at the bottom. It's cool. It's nice, but it's whatever. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Okay, so after that, it's let's see, talents. Remember, this is all from a PvP perspective and my opinions, which I'm an idiot. So, anyways, from the first tier, a lot of people like to choose Presence of Mind, I've seen, so they can get that first Pyroblast off, or they can get the instant Ring of Frost, or so on and so forth. I actually used Ice Flows for quite some time, and really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. But that was when I was Frost, or Arcane. With Fire, because I can cast Scorch on the move, plus all my instant procs, really don't give a crap. I choose Blazing Speed. I love Blazing Speed. It gets me out and away from so many things. It's basically, it's kind of like having a second blink. Just remember, as a little tip or trick you get used to when you're playing, it takes a little bit of practice, but when you hit Blazing Speed, jump right at the end, and you'll get a few extra yards. It takes some timing, it takes some practice to get used to it, especially, I mean, doing it here in a controlled environment is super easy. No, I mean, it's really difficult. I'm just way better than everybody watching this video. You guys suck. I'm amazing. More shit. No, I'm just kidding. It's really difficult, especially when you're in Battlegrounds and you're in the thick of it. So, just practice it, and eventually it'll just become second nature to hop at the very end of that. Or, if you're someone like me who jumps all the time, yeah, really easy. So, that's Blazing Speed. The second tier, a lot of people try Temporal Shield. Temporal Shield's really nice, but you have to be damn good with it. You have to be super accurate. You have to know when they're about to burst you, about how much they're going to burst you for, because if they're going to just bore into you with everything they have, Temporal Shield isn't going to save you. It's just not, and you're going to end up ice blocking and wasting it. 25% cooldown, though, is nice. So if you're constantly getting small bursts or small target situations, it's awesome, but it's difficult to use. I'll leave it at that. Nobody uses Flame Glow. I tried it. I actually don't hate it, but nobody uses it. I use Ice Barrier like the other 90% of mages. It's nice. It's a low cooldown. You can cast it constantly. Yeah. Third tier, a lot of mages will use Ring of Frost, especially if they're in arenas. You can put it around or by a pillar or wherever you guys are trying to line a sight from, and force them to go the other way, or hopefully catch them in an ice block, so on and so forth. You can also use it in Battlegrounds at choke points. It's very entertaining to watch the whole team grab your flag, try to run out the front of your base, and throw down a ring of frost, and watch them all kind of. But that being said, I don't like the cooldown, and it has a cast time, and I've only found very few situations where I can really utilize it, because it's really it's an AoE. I mean, you can use it for single people, but meh. Ice Ward's kind of fun. I've used it versus melee cleaves, but in the end, I just, it didn't pull its weight. It really didn't. I use, obviously, as you can see, Frostjaw. I love Frostjaw. It's a 20-second cooldown, and it not only does it lock them in place, but it silences them. So it doesn't matter who I'm going against. If it's a warrior, it locks them in place. If it's a caster, it silences them and locks them in place. It does so many great things. Especially if you're fighting another mage, you lock them down and silence them, they can't blink out of it, so they're stuck. And I will show you how I use that in conjunction with other things later. The third tier, Great Invisibility, I toyed around with. It's nice, it is, but your normal invisibility is actually pretty dang good. It's not that bad. And Greater Invisibility, it wants to be a bubble or an ice block, it really does, or a dispersion, but it's not. It just not. So yeah, Cauterize can save your life, but it can also kill you. It will also murder you in the middle of the night when you least suspect it. When you're trying to catch some Z's, it will stab you in the face. Use it sparingly. If you're running a team with a healer, and the healer's on his game, awesome. It's great because you can't die and they'll get you topped off. But if it's just you out there, I'd steer away from it, just because, like I said, it will kill you. Cold Snap. Obviously, I use this. I love Cold Snap. The heal is very nice. Being a mage, we don't have many heals. We have our Evocation and Healthstone, if we might have it. I'm undead, I can eat people. But other than that, we don't really have many heals. So the heal is nice. What I really like about it is Ice Block is such a detrimental spell to other people. Like, they hate when you Ice Block. They really do. And this allows you to Ice Block twice. And because of this cooldown, plus the Ice Block cooldown, you're Ice Blocking for days! So, I recommend Cold Snap. Third tier, it's whatever spec you are. Honestly, I have tried Frostbomb with Fire or Arcane. The slows are nice and whatnot, but Fire, you're so on the go and whatnot that Living Bomb is just way more incredible, and so on and so forth with the other specs and the other choices. So, really, they want you to choose the one that goes with your spec, and honestly, it works out best that way. And I do believe in WAD, these are going, you don't get a choice. Just whatever spec you are, it automatically gives you one of them. So, there. The 90 level talents, Enchantress Ward. If you're going to PvP. That's it. Rune of Power, you have to stand still, which you'll die. And I've seen Invocation work, but it screws up your Evocation heal. So, yeah, nobody uses it. If you're going to PvP, you use Enchantress Ward. A, it's another shield. B, it increases your damage. Yeah, everybody uses Enchantress Ward. Okay, glyphs. These are the glyphs I use. I'm not going to go through them all. There's actually a lot of great mage glyphs. I actually will have a lot of recommendations to use in here. These aren't my, you really should use these three. So I recommend going through all of them when you have a chance and thinking about what I tell you about your casting order and strategies and what would work best for you. Me, I use Glyph of Ice Block. The great thing about this is, you're going to Ice Block and everybody's going to surround you. Everybody's going to start throwing parties. They're going to start throwing up tents, putting down fire pits, start cracking open beers, because they're just waiting. They're just waiting. The second you get out of there, they're going to have a rape fest. So what this enables you to do is the second you get out, you can snare them all. Yeah, some of them might have a way out of it, but not all of them. And 9 out of 10 times, I actually catch most of them in that Frost Nova and am able to blink or Blazing Speed away while they're standing there going, well, crap. It's also nice in conjunction with your Deep Freeze, because the second you get out of Ice Block, it'll frost nova them, and you can throw them into a deep freeze. So that pesky warrior who's just sitting there casting Shattering Throw, you can preemptively kill your ice block, frost nova them, deep freeze. Alright. I use Glyph of Blink, increases the distance. The more slippery you can be as a mage, the better. We are glass cannons. If you get caught in a bad situation, you're kind of screwed. Ice block and barrier can only do so much. So I prefer that. Some people I've actually seen use the, I forget what it's called. Rapid Displacement. Blink has 2 charges, but it doesn't get you out of stuns and bonds. I've seen them use it pretty well, though. I mean, you can travel a crap ton. But not being able to get out of stuns and whatnot in PvP is kind of, I don't know. I don't like it. I prefer this one. Glyph of Evocation is the only mandatory glyph for mages. That is your heal. That is your big, get behind a rock, they're coming to kill you, you're going, oh god, and then you evocate. You have to have it. Mandatory. The other 2, it's all you. The minor glyphs, I don't believe there's any, there's no mandatory minor glyphs. The Glyph of Illusion is fun just because you can start a Battleground. I mean, as soon as you start fighting, it'll go away. But you can start a Battleground looking like someone. No, it doesn't go away. I'm thinking of something else. But yeah, you can look like you can be a Tauren mage or something. It's kind of funny. And then, of course, Glyph of the insert random animal here. So your polymorph turns them into whatever you choose. I prefer the monkey. I find it funny. Until they start throwing poop at me. That's it for glyphs. Let's see. Stats, talents, glyphs. Alright, yeah, that's pretty good. So we'll start talking about our spells, our rotation, no rotation, priority system. With the mage, there's setups. With Frost, Arcane, or Fire, you have small rotational setups. As you can see, actually, one of the odd things, I don't use Fireball. Ever. For anything. I scorch for days. Even if I can stand there, I scorch. I scorch. I have Frost Firebolt on here just in case I need to get a slow off on someone and I have the time to cast it. It's super rare. I almost never do it. But it's there if I need it. But yeah, I scorch. I scorch until the world ends. Scorch until... That's from something. Anyways, yeah. So I just scorch. Remember the ABCs of casting. Always be casting. So, scorch. Always make sure that you keep Living Bomb up on your target. It's very important. It does actually a crap ton of damage. People forget about it. People run into a Fire Mage for a split second and then go, oh no, I don't want to fight him, run away. And they're like, ah, whatever, I avoided a fight. And then they're like, why is half my health gone? And also, if they carry it back into their base, you get to do a little bit of damage to everybody. That being said, don't prioritize Living Bomb over specific damage. Don't sacrifice one of your rotational setups just because you forgot to put up Living Bomb. You know, you're about to put them a deep freeze into a combustion, into this, and you're in the middle of the thing, and you're like, oh, I forgot Living Bomb. Screw it. Do it at the end. It's not that important, but I just try every time I meet someone to just tag them and then start doing whatever I'm doing. You'll actually see me in the Battlegrounds let it fall off quite often. Don't do that. I'm horrible. Don't do what I do. Do what I say. So, that being said, so I scorch till the end of days. You're fishing basically the entire time as a Fire Mage for your heating up proc. These little things right here. Because then you can Infernal Blast, which is a guaranteed crit, which gives you this, which gives you your instant Pyroblast. Now, one of the PvE recommendations is when you have this setup, you want to do Fireball and Pyroblast when you have your Pyroblast proc, which is understandable because they will land at the same time. So let's see if I can... Boom, boom. Alright, so we'll do Frost Fireball. So I can cast this and Pyroblast. they both hit. So you've got a double chance for them to crit and cause another. See, I got it again. So, boom. Got it again. Boom. Ah. Anyways, you get the point. It's more of a PvE thing, but it can work in PvP if you can pull it off. If you use Fireball, or if you want to be like me and use Frost Firebolt. I don't recommend that, but if you use Fireball, you can get that set up really nice and do a lot of chain casting. But since I don't do that, that's not my general practice. Like I said, I Scorch until... Yep, no, stop. I fish for those. And then, boom, boom. That's all I'm going for. That's all I want. So, how do I get these on a regular basis? Well, I Scorch, and hope. But my main setup, Frostjaw into Deep Freeze, Scorch, Time, Infernal Blast, Pyroblast, Combustion, takes me back, boom. Now, you might want to rewind the video, slow it down, and look at that. I think I listed it all off properly. But the whole point of that setup, that is my... I use that one constantly. It freezes them and silences them, so it locks down and stops them from doing whatever they were going to do. Chaos Bolt you, charge you, whatever they thought they were going to do, it stops them. Immediately into a Deep Freeze. Here's the kicker. A lot of people will drink it out of Deep Freeze because they know it's coming. Especially if you're a Frost Mage, but Mage period. So, hopefully you can keep them in that Deep Freeze. So, get them in the Deep Freeze, and then I immediately Scorch, because that'll give me my Heating Up proc. And then I hit my Alter Time, because I want to come back to that Heating Up proc. I don't want to come back to anything else. So, boom, come back to the Heating Up proc, Inferno Blast. That gives me my instant Pyroblast. I fire off the Pyroblast. Now I've got my Ignites, my Pyroblast. Hopefully I tag them with Living Bomb at the start. I've got all my dots on them. Every single one of them. They are burning the fuck alive. Combustion. Not only does it increase all the damage and does all this cool, awesome stuff, it stuns them. So it's absolutely hilarious. So I froze them in place, silenced them, stunned them, dotted them up, then stunned them again. I'm basically a ranged rogue. Because I can even vanish very, very slowly. But you get the point. So that's why I do that setup. And it's usable quite often. If I don't have Combustion up or Alter Time, that's fine. Just the pure Frostjaw into Deep Freeze is my go-to, because I can at least get my guaranteed Pyroblast off of it. And if you're fast enough, your Pyroblast can proc another Pyroblast. Basically, kind of, sort of. It's amazing. So, that's my general casting. I just Scorch until I can do that. Every now and then I will use Combustion just as a stun, just a flat out crap, he's gonna murder my ass and I need to get away. So I'll use Combustion. No, hopefully there's an Ignite, but usually there isn't, and I don't care. I just don't care. If I don't stun him, I'm dead. So, but that being said, you have your Dragon's Breath. It's a 20-second cooldown. It's an amazing spell. Anybody comes the fuck near you, you Dragon's Breath. You just Dragon's Breath, and then you blink, or Blazing Speed away. Always, constantly. Oh man, it is so hot here. Only seems right I'm doing the Fire Mage. Okay, so yeah, so that's how you get out a lot of things. You use your Frost Novas, obviously. You can also Chrono Cold slow them. I rarely use that. Slow is more of a Frost Mage thing. If you want to Frost Nova them, that's cool. And also help get them into a Deep Freeze. But usually Frost Nova is used just to keep them away from you. and you're constantly moving because you can cast Scorch on the move. You're not stopping for anything ever. So usually they're not even catching up to you, and if they do, you Dragon's Breath them in the face and just keep going. And between your blink and blazing speed, and if you're an engineer with boots or something like that, again, you're never near them. So you don't even need to slow them. That being said, if it's a caster after you, because obviously they don't need to chase you, you can outrange them. I outrange casters all the time. I'll outrange them, they'll get pissed, they'll start walking towards me, I'll dump back in, I'll hit Scorch real quick, and then I will get out of range again. And they just cringe and get really pissed off at me. But that being said, if there is a caster on you and you're not able to outrange them, and obviously they don't care to chase, you can drop target with mirror image. It works just like a feigned death, because it immediately deselects you and they have to reselect. And usually they'll screw up and reselect one of your images. Hopefully. Unless they have a program where they're just really freaking fast. So use that as a feigned death just to get out of targets. As far as using it as a DPS spell, they kind of suck. They're kind of lame. they don't do much damage. But they do slow targets down. Well, they can, or they used to. I don't know if they still do. Holy crap! I've been using them as a feigned death for so long, I don't even remember. Because they used to always cast Frostbolt. They always cast Frostbolt. You had to glyph them if you wanted them to cast Arcane Blast or Fireball. I think they still cast Frostbolt. I think they still slow people. Anyways, I use it as feigned death. That's all I use it for, just to get out of things. Your Incanter's Ward is your shield. It's ready every 25 seconds. Use it all the time. Don't be greedy with it. You always want to have it up, and you can have it up with your Frost Barrier, so it's very nice. Your Ice Block, like I said, is your go-to save your ass. I have mine macroed. As you can see, my Ice Block button changed, and now the next time I hit it, it'll take me out and hit Cold Snap. It'll cancel the aura and cast Cold Snap, and then goes back to Ice Block. I will show you that real quick. That's it. It's really simple. And if I don't use Cold Snap, it just automatically resets because of the 295. So, yay. That's how you do that. Let's see. I don't think there's anything too much else. Like I said, your Evocate is that's your heal. So you want to get behind something, that's how you heal yourself. It gives you mana back too, but if you're running out of mana as a fire mage, well, the only way you're going to run out of mana, there's only one way, and that's if you're spell stealing. Arcane mages can get away with it, we can't. If you're going to spell steal, do it sparingly. Or have a mana gem or your Evocate ready, and you can spam it, go somewhere, pop a gem, pop your Evocate, whatever, get your mana back. But that's the only way you're going to run out of mana. I keep Arcane Blast on my bars. This is just for rogues. It doesn't do much damage, but it just to keep rogues that way. I also have Flame Strike. Flame Strike's gotten really, really weak over the years. It really doesn't do too much, but again, I have it. I like using it for rogues, and I think it looks cool. Sheep is your main CC. It is a great ability. I recommend something like that. That is my focus. As soon as I sheep someone, it will target them. It'll make them my focus target, and then no matter what I'm targeting, anytime I hit sheep, it'll sheep them. There's multiple macros that you can have designed for you that will do many different things with sheep. That's the one I use. Sorry, this is kind of a boring video, guys. I'm absolutely wiped from work. It's hot as hell. I just wanted to get this out here for you guys so you didn't think I was dead in the water. I might be dead in my room if it gets any hotter. So yeah, those are the basic abilities and basic strategies. like I said, as a mage, remember the ABCs, always be casting, always be on the move. That is the fire mage's thing. It's not mages in general, it's the fire mage. You never stop moving. You're just constantly blinking, running, sprinting, anything you can to get away from people. Remember what I said in my druid video with Displacer Beast. A lot of times, if this is my target and he's coming towards me, instead of blinking away to get away from him, because that's what he expects, I will run at him and I will blink through him. That confuses the fuck out of people. The really good players, not for long. It takes them about a split second to realize what happened. But that split second is a lot of time to blink through them and then hit blazing speed and you know, whatever else you might have. It also might be just enough time to get off your frost jaw and deep freeze them. So be creative with your blinks. Be creative with your travel abilities. That's what mages are great at. A lot of times I'll also use my invisibility just to get invisible, just to get out of combat so I can mount up and run. So yeah, always be casting, always be on the move, always constantly be bobbing and weaving, and blow everybody the fuck up. Alright guys, that's it for the Mage how-to guide. I will follow this up with some Battleground action. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Bye. Hello! Welcome to the BG part of this. I realized I bought new shoulders and did not do anything with them, so they're just kinda... But, you know, whatever. Whatever. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. What do I have? Do I have a... Ooh, I have my circus horse. He looks like a giant circus tent. Maybe they won't kill me. Maybe they'll just think I'm here to entertain them. Oh, look at that guy. He's got a colorful mount. He must be here to make us laugh. And then I kill him? Sound strategy. Seems legit. Not having that on it doesn't. It's gonna run out right in the middle. I knew it. I saw it coming. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Come on. Give me someone I can free cast and just destroy without them attacking me. No, that's like half their team. I can't go that way. I want to go up this way. Did we grab the flag? We grabbed the flag. They haven't grabbed ours yet. They're just murder squatting it. Okay. Well, I will go over here and huddle with the protection of my team. Because I am a coward. Ooh! Seems like this is going to be another laggy Battleground. Might have to refilm. That sucks. I don't want to have to do that. Who grabbed it? A rogue. And you'd think, oh, it's a rogue with shit gear. That shouldn't be too hard to take down. And then watch him just completely and utterly run by. Oh god. Really, dude? Oh, of course. Yes! Yes, heal me! Heal me to full! I love you! I love you! Dun, 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 dun. I realize watching my videos, I don't talk nearly as much as I'd like. I should talk more. Die! 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 Dude, that Shadow Mage had it out for me, man. He just... Oh, I didn't make my food or my gem. I would have ran behind something and been like, it's okay, I have stuff. Oh, no I don't. Is that? No way. See what I mean? If you're fast enough. No, no, don't disperse. No, take my damage to the face. You're dead. You're dead. You're dead. No, don't look at me. Don't look at me. Don't look over here. I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything at all. I'm not silencing you. I'm not stunning you. I'm not critting the crap out of you. I'm not doing any of this. This is just, it's all in your imagination. Figment, you're having a bad dream, dude. Having a horribly bad dream. We got a pyroblast. Somebody show me your face. Yes. Wait, no, what happened? Don't pretend to be dead. Be actually dead. There you go. Ooh, I got another pyroblast. I got another one. I got another one. I think we're farming them at this point. No. Nope. Nope. Not happening. Not happening. Dude, that Shadow Mage is fucking brutal. You know, I was in a Warsong Gulch like a week or two ago, and there's like a couple Shadow Mages, and like if you spent like 2-3 seconds around them, you just died. You just like that was it. No, where are you? Why do you keep finding me? Oh, you didn't. Oh, it just wore off. I'm panicking for no reason. Oh, it was her shadowy apparition thing. No, where'd you go? Oh, I'm a bad person. Are we oh, we're winning. I'm not helping us. Oh, sweet. So there you guys go. That was a pretty short battleground for you. I hope you got to see me in action enough when I wasn't running like a little bitch from that Shadow Priest. Jesus Christ. Alright guys, well, it's been fun. It was a long guide, so short battleground. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next video.